Good evening, one all. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to another edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. It is Sunday, June 22nd, and we're going to monitor the VA3ZOE repeater on 443.075. The Lake Ontario Radio Club Net is an event that occurs 5 times a week during our normal schedule: Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday on the repeater here, and then Thursday on a simplex frequency of 446.125. We're entering our summer schedule as of Monday. We're going to delete the Saturday and Monday nets until after Labor Day. We're standing by for our net controller. I believe it's going to be VA3IMW tonight. Please stand by.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt Bill and Dundas, and I'm your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Just a reminder that this net is approaching its summer schedule. Normally this net meets Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays on this frequency, or this repeater I should say, at 7 p.m. and Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. But we are going to a summer schedule, so we will be dropping the Saturday night net and the Monday night net. And also Mac, VA3IMW, will be hosting the last single sideband net tonight that usually hosts after this net at 8 p.m. on a frequency of 446.125. So, people are more busy in the summertime, so we go to a lighter schedule, but our normal schedule will resume after Labor Day, and there will be one more Monday night net usually hosted by Chuck, so he'll be hosting that tomorrow night, and that'll be the last Monday night net until after Labor Day. So now we've got that out of the way, let's stand by for any priority traffic or quick one and done's. Come now. One and done, Bill. VA's right up, Bill. Yeah, okay, I imagine you're waiting for the dinner bell anyway.
Well, good evening, everybody. 73.
Okay, I got you in there as well, Chris. Okay, let's stand by for anyone who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3NCA, VA3IUK, welcome back. Wade, how are you doing?
VA3NCA. I'm doing well, yeah. Back in Hamilton after a very busy week last week. Didn't make it in on the YouTube channel because through the week because the time zone difference put 7 o'clock right around 5 o'clock was right around the time we were finishing up the day part of the stuff and finding our way out to the dinners and stuff like that. So with the vendors, usually we have meetings and over dinner at that time. So anyways, long story medium is the timing. It didn't work out for that. So unfortunately couldn't check in too many times. But I did manage eventually to get some activations done. One single solitary sideband contact. The rest was FT8. Combination of QRP and bad solar conditions meant that I had to get desperate and do the FT8 fax mode as Vanya says. Anyways, I'll drop and I'll put it back to you. Back to you there, Bill.
Yeah, okay, Wade. Well, conditions have been pretty dismal here. We managed to get our activation in on Saturday, got 20 contacts, but between problems with noise level where we were and problems with band conditions, we were able to eke out 20 contacts for the activation on the weekend. So I know I'm glad at least that you did get the activation in. I'm noticing something on your signal. It seems to be like a hum that
I'll check around. I mean, I just plugged everything back in. I had unplugged it for the trip just so it was left disconnected while I was away. And I've put it all back together. Maybe I've got a loose connection somewhere I will check in on. But yeah, other than that, I did. So our flight back was interesting because it was very, very lightly occupied. There were only 15 or 20 of us on the plane. It was extremely, extremely few people. So anyways, long story medium is that I had my handy talkie in at about 11:30 at night. I started trying to tee up ZOE. And when I first started, there was no tail. And then after a little while, I started getting a tail. I never heard the ID, the Morse code ID out of it. So I don't know if I just, it doesn't take long to fly over Hamilton in a jet. So I just don't think I was there long enough to hear the tail come back with the Morse code ident. But at a couple times, I did key up and drop my call sign. I don't think at 11:30 there was anybody there listening. And then as we were getting closer to Toronto, I lost the tail of the repeater when I was doing key up, so I think I had overflown it far enough. But I guess height is might, and if you're in a jet at many tens of thousands of feet, I guess you can at least reach ZOE.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things about being a ham. I remember years ago getting up to CN Tower. This goes back into the late 70s with my handy talkie, and I think it was a VA2FD something I had back then. I can't remember the model number, but make a long story short, found a null spot in the tower and was able to work a simplex to a guy in Brantford from the CN Tower. So yeah, hiders might, and it makes for an interesting hobby.
Yeah, it was a fun way down the Odyssey. But yeah, I did manage to get out at the start, but I didn't make. I don't know what the issue was. I was getting horrible QRM at the location I had picked up, and so I just didn't bother, and I packed up. I had to get going to meet some people, but on the trail end, I managed to get four unique sites in Saskatchewan. Plus, I got the trail activated over there. So 5 parks in total. And the second day, I was going to try and make a forfer, including the trail. But the area where you'd have to activate, there was a construction team working on laying a new patio with a great big concrete saw. So if I had set up there, I'd never hear anything. In the end, since I only did FT8, I guess it didn't matter much, but still concrete dust wasn't great. Anyhow, that's enough for me. I will let you pick up some other people. I'm glad to be home, and now it's time to sort of catch up on all the sleep. So anyways, back to you there. Bill, thanks for picking me up. VA3NCA, back to net control.
Okay, Wade, glad to have you back and looking forward to getting together with you on Saturday, and hopefully maybe band conditions will be better by then, but thanks for checking in, and again, welcome back. Anyone else like to check into Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now. VA3, Albany I.
VA3IMW.
Okay, a couple more fine gentlemen heard from there. I don't know, I'm handing out such great compliments, but I am. Anyway, with that, good evening, Larry. How are you?
I'm doing okay, Bill. We're just outside Quebec. She's walking around, so she hasn't been out all day, so out in the heat, and she's taking a stroll up and down the driveway here.
Oh, good for her. Well, I thought she got spunk, but she's going to do okay. Glad to hear that, though, Larry. That's really good to hear.
Yep. Anyway, he's back in there, so I won't be long because, like I say, she must be sitting down right now in the back here where it's a little bit cooler, bit of a breeze, but it's a hot one, and I guess tomorrow's supposed to be worse. So I'm sure I'm glad I don't work in the steel plant anymore because I worked in this temperature in the steel mill, have to walk to where I had to go and fix equipment, and you had to wear your greens, which were fire retardant stuff, and then with a pair of pants and a coat, long sleeves. Man, oh man, I'll tell you, you could drink a gallon of water.
That'd be good if you needed to be on a weight reduction plan.
Well, it was a steel mill, so there. They're cooking 90 pounds of steel or 90 tons of steel with arc weld or the arcs with electric furnace. It was hot, and maybe hot like this, but boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, if you get close to that stuff, in this heat, and it was unbearable. So go back to the office where my office was up in another building, and go back into the wash and wring out your shirt before you could sit down.
Yeah, I can believe it. Well, you know what? It was like that today. I got home, and I was sweating like crazy, and I was pulling off my sweatshirt, or my t-shirt. It was just soaked. I think we might have hit 35 here this afternoon, so it was a hot one there.
Yeah, we looked about 117 degrees Fahrenheit. So, yeah, and I think tomorrow's supposed to be similar. So glad I'm not working there anymore. Let's put it that way. I want nothing to do with a steel mill like that. That's just unbearable. So, okay, Bill, pass it back to you, and you can pick up Mac there. Thanks very much for picking me up. I'll be clear.
Comment.
Yeah, go to comment.
Yeah, just a quick comment here, VA3WPG. Just before I forget, I'm just going to throw this out here quick. We have a screenshot on my phone from today at 4:51, 34 degrees, sunny and clear with the humidity. It feels like 47.
Yeah, and that hasn't happened in the city in a while. I try to remember what year in Hamilton the humidex hit 50, but that's going back, I can't remember if it was 2012 or a little bit earlier, but we have had a humidex of 50 in the past.
No, I didn't get here till August 2012, and that was Niagara Falls, Hamilton 2016. Yeah, okay, that's it, VA3WPG.
Yeah, okay, Chris. Anyway, yep, thanks for that info. And with that, let's pick up Mac. Good evening, Mac. How are you?
So good, so good. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, summertime. That's what we were all looking forward to. Remember February? Anyways, I guess there's always something you can do to get cool. Hello to Larry. I trust Brenda's doing good with her exercise. That's good. And I think for the most part, everybody's got their logs uploaded from yesterday. I guess the only one I got to follow up with was VE3CEU. Thomas, I don't have an accurate email address from him, so I'll have to check with him and send him over his logs. Trust everybody had a good time. Uneventful time trying to get their logs uploaded. Everything is seamless, obviously, up to the POTA site, but the VEFF.ca for uploading your log for flora and fauna seems to be somewhat seamless. The system has been improved, but may take a couple of days for confirmation of your uploaded logs. Yes, and Bill, yeah, you're quite correct. Tonight is the last of the Sunday sideband nets on UHF and VHF. We're going to be starting up at 8 o'clock on 446.125, and then we'll move down to 146.400 to compare 2 meters. And then we'll be back after Labor Day to pick things up and perhaps change up the format a little bit just to make sure that everybody enjoys the experience. Anyways, as far as Wade's signal coming in, I'm sure there's just a little idiot with a small radio and a smaller brain that's been trying to harass people this afternoon, but Wade was way over top of it, and his signal is fine coming into the repeater. Good to have him back in town. Sorry about your need to experience the FD8 thing. We were looking forward to catching you with a park to park, but band conditions were horrible, and noise at RBG was worse than I have ever experienced. But nice to have the guys come out and see face to face with several operators that we normally hear only on the radio. Anyways, let me drop before I time it out.
Yeah, okay, Mac. Maybe I'll have Wade come back and give me a transmission. I'll check him on the input. You might be right. That's Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
VA3IMW. Okay, a couple more gentlemen heard from there. Let's hear from Albert first. VA3BT, V3IUK. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Bill, and everybody on frequency. Yeah, I had a couple of good, 4 or 5 days off there. I was camping since Wednesday, got back this morning. Thank God we got back before noon. It got hot, and it continued hot, and cut that lawn this afternoon wasn't fun. And of course, it's going to be the same up in Barrie. We're going to start foundation, so that should be interesting. See how that goes. But anyways, other than that, just a general check-in there, Bill. VA3BT.
Yes, I take it you're back up to Barrie tomorrow morning?
Yes, sir. Back up there, and we head back on Fridays. So we stay up there from Monday to Friday.
Are you in a B&B yet, or are you still in a hotel?
Still in the hotel. They're still looking for an Airbnb or some sort of rental condo but it's hard to find something that's furnished, right?
Yeah, Roger. Of course, then you were, what was I going to say? But I guess that's not such an issue in Barrie about competing with students for something like that. So, let's hope they find something. But where you are now, I guess it's not bad, eh?
I can't complain. The hotel's nice. It's got a full kitchen in there. It's like an apartment building, man. It's got 2 king-size beds in there, and it's just me, myself. That's it. But it's the only room you can get that has the kitchen, right?
Yeah, Roger. Oh, well, there you go. You're roughing it, ha-ha.
Yeah. Hey, they're paying for it. I don't care.
Yeah, there you go. Well, at least you're taken care of, and you can get a good night's sleep with what you're doing. That's very important. So thanks for checking in, Albert, and hope you had a good holiday.
Yes, sir. Yes, we did. It's back to reality tomorrow. Anyways, I'll let you roll with the net there. VA3BT.
Yeah, okay, Albert. Take care. Thanks for checking in. Steve, VA3NFG, V3IUK. Good evening.
Good evening, Bill. Everybody on net here. I don't know what it's like outside right now, but when I got my car after work, my car said 39 degrees, and that's without humidity. So I can imagine it was a warm one today. I had to work, so luckily it's air conditioned where I work, and that's all good. And even better since I'm home, and even way better since I'm not working tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see what the day brings tomorrow. Just looking at my yard here, I got a cut of grass. Probably be a good idea to do it around 8:30 tonight, but I'll probably do it in the morning when it's cooler. But anyway, yeah, that's it there, Bill. That's all I got for now. We'll be listening along there, and we'll say 73 to everybody there in case they don't get a chance to. And that's about it for now, Bill. So I'll send it back to you, VA3IUK, VA3.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Tomorrow I think it's supposed to be pretty much the same as today. I don't think it's supposed to be any hotter, but still have 32 degrees here right now. Of course, it's nice and cool in here. Got the central air on, but man, I'll tell you, coming home today from downtown Hamilton, I just went down to Jackson Square just to get out for a bit and looked around for a bit, and just standing out there for a few minutes waiting for the bus, I was sweating like crazy. So yeah, a warm one for sure. But anyways, enjoy your time off tomorrow, Steve, and hope you get everything you need to get done.
Yep, so do I there, Bill. Hopefully I get it done in the morning. So it'll be indoor sports tomorrow. Anyway, okay, very good there, Bill. Thanks again. VA3NFG.
Yeah, take care, Steve, and thanks for checking in. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now. VA3CJZ. VA3CJZ, V3 VA3IUK. Good evening, Chuck. How are you doing?
Hey, good evening, Bill, and all on frequency. Doing okay, staying cool. I got the window shaker in the kitchen going full blast, and luckily the door frame to the rest of the house is in line with the AC, so I'm able to maintain 73 degrees Fahrenheit on the main floor there, so that's nice. And about the same down here in the basement. It's 23 Celsius. I'm not sure how much that is, but probably around 72, 73. And I recorded 37 degrees today at my place, so quite toasty. So I decided to be nice, and I cleaned out the bird bath out in the backyard and put some nice cool water in there. And I even put a stainless steel bowl out for the squirrels that come by and eat my offerings, let's just say. So I put treats out for them and a bowl of water. So all in all, pretty good day. Conditions weren't that great, so I didn't even bother.
Yeah, I mean, been on HF today, and of course, I didn't even think about POTA maybe later in the week when it gets cooler, but I won't be doing it for the next couple of days, that's for sure. Wait for it to cool down. As I was discussing with you before, I've got to be careful out in the sun or even the extreme heat because of my skin, you know, so I'm just going to stay inside, do indoor sports, and wait for bad conditions to get better. But anyways, good for you for taking care of the wildlife in your area. That's something there's actually, if you go on YouTube, I don't know if I sent you the link or not, but there's a lady that has a YouTube channel and it's called Squirrels in the Window, so you can look that up. I don't know if I sent you a link or not, Chuck, but you might get a kick out of that. And I guess you can also give a plug for tomorrow night being your last net until after Labor Day, Chuck. So back to you.
Yeah, should be an interesting week there, Bill. Tuesday morning, I've got an appointment nice and early, 9:30 in the morning, over at the doctor's new location, which is 2-minute drive, 3-minute drive from my house, so it's nice. And on Thursday, we're getting our gas meter replaced, so that should be interesting. Currently, we've got these giant tiger lilies growing right in front of it. So I'm going to have to cut a path for them. I've cut out the tiger lilies that are blocking access to the gas meter, and so the guys can come in and swap that out. I presume it doesn't take long. And then they'll have to come in the house and relight the pilot lights. So that's about it. And yes, tomorrow night will be the last Monday night accidental net, hosted by myself here on ZOE at 7 p.m. until Labor Day. And we'll resume operations again. Thanks for doing this one, Bill. Have a great rest of the evening. VA3CJZ.
Yeah, okay, Chuck. You know, and if you want to impress your new doctor, you can ask the doctor this joke. What do you call two physicians walking down the street?
Okay, what?
A paradox.
He's British, so he might like that. Well, he's Indian, British Indian.
There you go. Well, the British have quite an intelligent sense of humor. I really prefer British comedy over any other type of comedy. It's quite witty.
Yes, that's been proven many times. You know, you got Benny Hill, prime example, and Monty Python, and so on. Anyhow, Bill, thanks for picking me up. We'll see if there's anyone else out there. Back to you.
Yep.
Hours.
Okay, there's someone in there. Just stand by. Yeah, well, there was Benny Hill, and there was also Dave Allen. Something you might find interesting, Chuck, because I know you're into old-time radio. The Monty Python Flying Circus, before that hit TV, was actually a show on British station in there. Go ahead.
VA3WPG, I just said faulty towers, Basil and Manuel.
Oh, absolutely. You can't forget faulty towers. There's so many good British programs already being served upstairs, downstairs. The list goes on and on. Okay, anyone else like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now. Okay, nothing heard. Wade, VA3NCA, VA3IUK, are you still there?
VE3IUK, VA3NCA, yeah, I'm still here, Bill.
Yeah, I just wanted to check your signal on the input. I think that must have been something else besides your transmission. You're fine now.
Oh, very good, yeah. I didn't make any changes that I'm aware of. I just reconnected the coax and reconnected the power, so I didn't fully disassemble the station, just disconnected it from power and the antenna while I was away. So I didn't think I had much to get wrong. So good to hear that I'm sounding all right. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I just wanted to put that to rest. So I'll give one more shout out for anyone who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Last call, any rechecks before I shut down this net. Come down. Okay, I'd like to thank everyone for checking in. That's the check-ins, and this will conclude the Sunday night edition of this net until after Labor Day. And I'd like to thank Terry, V3IQL, for the use of the repeater. Very much appreciated. I know it was appreciated yesterday when we were doing our quarterly photo event there. And again, thanks to all you folks that checked in. Always a pleasure. You guys make the net. I just take down the call signs. So this is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt Bill in Dundas. Bidding you all a 7-3 and good evening, and I will be monitoring for a while.
Maybe a little confusion there, Bill. Yesterday was the last Saturday net. This is not the last Sunday net.
Oh, geez, thanks, Mac. I don't know alternate universe I fell into. Thanks.
Well, I guess there's a multiverse out there somewhere. Maybe in the other world they're shutting down the Sunday net. Who knows? Okay. We'll keep the all timers, sometimers under control. Just with a little support, I get by with a little help from my friends.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, I slip into an alternate universe every once in a while anyways, just to see what's going on over there. Anyway, thanks, Mac. Have a great evening.
All right, we got Bill all straightened out. Thanks for joining us tonight. And that brings the live stream to a close. We'll be back on the air at 8 p.m. To stream the Sunday night 70 centimeter and 2 meter sideband net. 7 3s. That's how we say goodbye.